Bonjour and welcome back to Le Channel, as someone from France would say. Very, very exciting day today. We're going to go through all the gear that I'm taking on my film photography trip off to the US. We're going to go through everything that is going in my bags. Super, super excited. Oh boy. So essentially this is like 10 minutes of me throwing my favourite toys on screen, like you used to do in like primary school when you'd have show and tell. Welcome to Rob's Show and Tell. Alright, first up, let's talk about the bags. Now, you might have noticed that, yes, that word has an S on the end. I'm talking about multiple bags. You might be like, Rob, why are you taking multiple bags? You only have one back. Very astute observation. Well done. Simple reason for this. So what I will do, I will use the bigger bag to stuff all my gear in, fly out, and then once I arrive at the other side, I will then swap over to the little bag, which I will have put in my hold luggage, in my case, empty. Hey. You also probably noticed that these are not camera bags, and there are two main reasons for that. I'll save the most important reason for last, so we'll address the first, most obvious reason first. And that is that I think camera bags, generally speaking, look very shit. Don't like them. It looks like I'm commuting to a job in IT. Nothing wrong with that, but I'm not commuting to a job in IT, and therefore I do not want a bag that looks like that. If you are a camera bag and you are watching this, I'm sorry, I just think you're very, very ugly. Hot take, baby! And camera bags are just extremely overpriced. It's like, they're like, oh, you're putting a camera in there, are you? So this like 50 quid bag is now going to cost you £320 for no reason whatsoever, other than that I know you're putting a camera in it. And the other more important reason why I don't carry a camera bag when I'm traveling with a lot of camera gear, and it's quite simply that I may as well wear a t-shirt saying mug me, it is worth it, if you walk around with a very expensive looking camera bag. It's just an easy way to get mugged. What I do instead is I will buy like a normal bag. I like these JanSport bags. They're pretty tough. They've been through a lot and they seem to be doing well. And then I put these little camera cubes inside. They have all the inserts. You can stack them on top of each other, so you can basically organize your gear exactly as you would with a camera bag, and then you just slot these into your normal bag, and hey presto, you haven't had to sell your kidneys, and your camera gear is still organized nicely. Alright, that is enough of me banging on about bags. Let's talk about film. What film am I taking on this trip? Good question. Allow me to elaborate. I would elaborate if I knew where the film was. Oh. So I'm going to just rapid fire throw these film stocks on screen right now, and we'll talk about them a little bit. So I'm going to a very sunny part of America, so I am taking Kodak Pro Image 100 as this is going to be my daily sort of carry everywhere film. So I've got a bunch of this to take with me, a couple rolls of Ilford XP2 400. It's basically just black and white that you can develop in C41. Great film, love it. Couple rolls of this. I have some Cinestill 800. I'm going to be going to Halloween Horror Night, obviously, so I'm going to want some Cinestill for the evenings. I have some Ultramax 400. The purpose of this is that I can just throw it into a point and shoot, perfect point and shoot film. So speaking of Halloween Horror Nights, one of the things I'm really stoked for on this trip is I'm doing a behind the scenes tour of the haunted houses at Universal. So I'm going to get to go around all the houses and take photos. So sick, with all the lights on, and there's going to be a tour guide who's going to tell us loads of info about the houses, like little secrets and how they build them and stuff. I am so stoked. If you know me personally, you'll know that this is a big deal for me. Very, very stoked. So I picked up a roll of Portrait 800, which I'm planning to use on this tour. I wouldn't usually travel with Portrait 800. It is obscenely expensive, but because I don't know what the light is going to be like, I'd rather just have that room of an 800 ISO film. So yeah, Portrait 800 it is. Some Delta 3200 for nighttime stuff. So that does it for 35mm film. I am taking my medium format Bronica SQA with me, so I will show you the film I will be using for that now. I have a bunch of rolls of Gold 200. I wouldn't leave the house with my Bronica without any Gold 200. Great film, love it. I'm also taking some Delta 3200 in 120 as well. And I've also got some XP2 in 120 as well. I've also got some extra film in this little case here, so some more medium format rolls. And then this is just like a cool little case to keep it in. Keeps things nice and tidy. I'll be throwing this case in my hold luggage, and then when I get there, I'm going to move a bunch of rolls into here so I can just hide this in the hotel rooms. Keeps it nice and tidy. I always like to keep my film separate from my cameras in hotel rooms so that if someone were to break in, steal all my cameras, at least they might leave my film behind. Because the chances are if someone's robbing your cameras, they don't know what they're robbing. Yeah, leaving the film on the other side of the room is just a little bit of a safety measure once it's been used, so that it's less likely to get robbed by a dickhead. Alright, let's get to the good shit. Let's talk about the cameras that I'm taking on my trip. Okay, so if you saw my most recent video, you will know that I am taking the Canon A1 as my main driver film camera. No autofocus, manual everything. I want to take a bit more of a considered approach on this trip to photography, so this is going to force me to make decisions. Very stoked. This is going to be the camera that I basically carry everywhere. Next up, we have a camera that I'm definitely not going to carry everywhere, and that is the Bronica SQA. Yes, I am taking this monstrously big camera with me because I love it. The photos look sick. I love medium format. I love the 6:6 ratio that you get out of this. It looks so good. So yeah, very stoked. I'm looking forward to making a bunch of like little videos, like shorts and reels and stuff, looking through the viewfinder at the top here whilst I bang off loads of photos with this camera. The waist level finder looks so sick in videos. So yeah, this has to come. So next up we have the Canon SureShot A1. This is like a little point and shoot, but it's totally waterproof. So this will be sick for like stormy weather. I'm gonna be in Florida for hurricane season, and I know that if the weather gets particularly bad, I am gonna wanna be out in the weather, so yeah. And it has a 32mm lens, so it's wider than your typical point and shoot. So yeah, that's cool. You get a bit of a different look with it, which I really like, and the autofocus bangs. Great camera. It's like the sort of all-in-one point and shoot. So I've got some extra lenses for the Canon A1. I'm going to take my 60mm fisheye Sigma lens. This is probably the rarest lens that I own because it was the only one in the country for sale. I looked everywhere and there was only one of these that I could find for sale in the UK. Very rare lens, great lens, really fun lens. Couldn't leave it behind. I also have the 50mm 1.8 for the Canon A1 as well, if I want to take anything a little bit more portrait-y or play a little more with depth of field. This will be great. So my wild card camera choice is the Kodak M35. I'm going to throw this in my bag. Hopefully it will survive and get to the other end. And yeah, I think for lo-fi, gritty, American vacation-y looking snaps, this could be sick. And finally, I am taking some digital cameras as well. I'm taking the Fuji X100S. This is going to be my go-to for digital photography. So anytime I want to take a digital photo, the Fuji X100S will be what I grab. I am going to be taking the GoPro 13 with me as well. It's got this cool little neck strap on it. You can stick it around your neck. It's really cool for shooting like behind the scenes-y photo stuff. And you can tilt it down to look straight at the waist level finder on the Bronica SQA. Very cool. Stoked on it. Shoots in log as well, so that means it's easier to sort of colour match when I can be arsed. I've got the ultra wide lens on the front here, and I've got the macro as well. And then finally, I'll be taking the Sony a7S III, which is what I'm recording on right now, to shoot some video stuff, which I'm very excited about. So yeah, that is all the cameras that I am taking. So the rest of the stuff I'm taking is pretty boring. It's just like batteries, and batteries, bunch of memory cards, and that's pretty much it. I'll take like one of these like sling bags to wear sometimes if I don't want to carry as much gear. This one's really cool. And then I have this other long weekend one, which is dope for if I want to carry even less, no problem. So if I don't want to carry a rucksack, this is cool as well. And that is it. So I will be going through the airport looking like Buckaroo with all of that stuff. Very excited for this trip. It's going to be a good one. And I'm going to share all the photos, all the videos, all the behind the scenes-y kind of stuff on this YouTube channel as well. So yeah, if you're interested in any of that, then do stick around. Consider subscribing to the channel if you enjoyed this video, basically showing you my favorite toys. Then make sure you like the video. Come and say hello in the comments. Let me know if I've forgotten anything that you think is crucial to travel with as a film photographer. Would love to know. And yeah, hopefully I will catch you in the next one. Fit check, baby. Oh, it's a good one. We've got a gnarly vintage Universal Studios sweater. Very topical because I'm going to be spending a lot of time at Universal Studios whilst I'm over in America. Got E.T. on it, got Jaws on it. Makes my fizzy little brain very happy. Anyway, that's me out. Peace. The amount I can take in my carry-on luggage, that is a big spider. That is a large spider. I'm a fan of spiders. I will put him in like a little cup and I will release him into the wild. But it is big enough that he's caught my attention. Good for you, mate. He's obviously been working out. Has a big wingspan. Anyway, what was I saying?